Back for another one. Hopefully I might turn this up a bit. I don't know how my mic was last time. No, you know what? I recorded this after. So my mic was probably right. Let's put that back. I've edited the setup I have here a little bit so that maybe it'll display things a little better. I wonder if I can make this. Hold on. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Okay. Now I've broken the setup spectacularly. There we go. Whew. Try that again. This is what I wanted to move. Make that the same height so that it fits on there nice and I can see the whole document. Okay, but I've edited things a little bit so that maybe the layout's slightly better. We'll see how well that works. How do I... There we go. Okay. Without further ado, Connections Hard Mode. This is puzzle number... I don't see the number. But it's November 20th, 2025. I think yesterday's was like 800 something. 830 something. 20 something. I don't know. But I enjoyed it yesterday, so we're going to do it again. Alright. Rules are simple. Have to guess them all at once, in order, yellow to orange. Have to guess the correct categories at the same time, or close to the correct categories. No errors allowed. Let's see what we can cook up here. Essay, paste, root, fix. Root can mean to search. To pulp. Pulp, plaster, paste, skim. Pulp, plaster, pulp, plaster, paste. Interesting. I don't know if these go together, but let's see. My initial instinct is that pulp, plaster, and paste might go together. Something to do with their consistency. Consistency. I don't know if that's how you spell that. Decay. Okay, arty. Crown. Okay, so a lot of these are looking like some dental terms. Brush, crown, enamel. Okay, wait. Tooth. I think maybe I'm spotting the purple here. Tooth brush, tooth decay, tooth paste, and tooth arty. It's like the bad joke about the dentist. What time do you go to the dentist? 2:30. Tooth kiss, tooth enamel, tooth paste. I mean, tooth enamel. Teeth are made of enamel, but I don't think people really say tooth enamel. Tooth essay, tooth crown. I mean, you can have a crown, but again, that's not really a thing. Tooth plaster. Tooth fix, tooth root. Tooth stroke, tooth stick. If it was pick, that'd be great. I'm not sure about a fourth word in this. I'm noticing this as a pattern. We'll keep it open. Might be an option for a purple later. Okay. To paste, plaster. I don't know about that. Skim. No. A stick. Nope. To stick something. Wait. Stick, plaster, paste. Root. To put something in place. Ooh, I don't feel super confident about that one. Or to, let's say, to affix in place. Because I can stick something somewhere, I can plaster something. Something can be stuck, plastered, pasted, or rooted. Root and stick don't feel like they fit that one that well. I don't know, I'm not super confident on that. But we'll leave that there while it's cooking there. I mean, I have fix as a word. That's interesting. Because affix is kind of... I mean, I can fix something in place as well. Arty is a weird word. All I can think of is like the name. You might call someone Arty. Probably someone named Arthur. Skim. Skim milk. You can skim literature. Skim. You can skim a pond. Skim. Kiss. To lightly come up against something. To skim. To kiss. To brush. Ooh. To stroke. Ooh. Wait, that's making a lot of sense. Skim. Stroke. Kiss. Brush. To barely touch or go against or rub against, because you can like skim by if you stroke something. Well, that's stroking something is not really a ginger touch. A kiss, you like something could just barely touch. It would be like a kiss. It's skimmed, it's brushed, it yeah, would have to be stroke. I don't see another word that would fit that. Maybe my tooth thing is the red herring. I will say those... I don't know about that. Okay, what about enamel? Enamel, essay, arty. I'm trying to like look for words that are hidden in things. I'm seeing the word crow and crown, art and arty, say and essay, name and enamel. None of those are jumping out at me and saying this is a hidden word clue. Do they use pulp in dentistry? Is there some sort of like pulp that's a thing there? I'm running out of space on this. Let's reclaim this first line since we didn't start at the top. What words do we have left? See if we can get some of them laid out here. I'm weak on this tooth clue. I don't think that's really it. Assuming that stick, plaster, paste, root are one, and skim, stroke, kiss, brush are one, which is not a safe assumption at all. I'm not feeling good about those. But if those were, what would we have? We'd have arty, enamel, essay, crown, decay. I haven't been staring at that one too much. Brush we used, paste is used in there. Any. Skim we used, plaster, nope, plaster is used. Pulp. Oops. And fix is technically not in one, though it's put in parentheses next to one. So that's what we'd be working with if my first two are solid, which I'm not feeling like they are. I'm thinking I've fallen for some sort of misdirection there. Any is an interesting one. Any. Anyone, anything, anybody. Crown. Essay, enamel, arty, decay, any, pulp, fix. I'm not sure that narrowing it down to those is really helping, which is probably because one of the other clues are wrong. If I had to feel good about one, it'd be this one. I'm feeling a lot stronger there. Thought I spilled something for a second there. But stick, plaster, paste, root. I mean, I don't feel that bad about that one. Unless fix is part of it, in which case I'm not sure which one it would replace. To fix, paste, plaster, stick. Could root go with something else? Root, crown, enamel, pulp. Wait, are those all part of a tooth? Wait. I'm getting rid of this. Root, crown, enamel, pulp. I think should it come to this, we will Google and see if pulp is part of a tooth. I'm thinking it might be. I should know this. I've spent way too much time in a dentist's office. Potential clue here is part of tooth. Or parts of tooth. Parts of teeth. Parts of the tooth. If that were the case, if we had pulp, crown, enamel, and root, let's change these out. That would leave us with this group. Is there something in common here? An essay is a piece of writing. Arty. Arty almost looks like we're missing the P in party. Or artsy. Essa, art, deca, and can't be just dropping the Y's. Okay, decay. Decay, any, essay, arty. See, it doesn't feel like these fit. Something decay. Is there a type of decay? Or a type of essay? What are the types of essays? Like research essays, video essays, video decay, video arty, video any? No. Let's do two things. Let's go tooth pulp. And I hope this isn't something weird. Tooth pulp is the soft jelly-like center of a tooth. Okay, that's what I thought. It is a part of a tooth. Feeling good about that one. Essay types. Expository, descriptive, narrative, persuasive, argumentative. Persuasive any, persuasive arty, persuasive decay, no. So decay feels like the odd man out here. my thought process being, the problem is well, could Decay go with Root, Crown, and Pulp? Surely not. Wait, is there... Hold on. No. Here's where my head's at. Artie, Essay, Any, all starting with a vowel. If we could stick a consonant in front of them and make some sort of name out of them, Artie was always pardon me. Artie was always kind of looking like a name to me from the start, but we could make it like Marty or something. That would be awfully convenient. Marty, Manny, Messi. I don't think Messi spells his name that way. I don't keep up with sports ball. Let's see. Hybrid of an essay and a novel. Oh, interesting. A Messi. Footballer Messi Diego. Wait. Is that football player? Say. Let's see. This is the Messi I'm thinking of. That's not what I'm looking for. But I was thinking that these words that we've got going on here of kind of impressed at how it moves my mouse pointer around. These words of Artie could be Marty, Messi, Manny. And then enamel, maybe menamel. That doesn't really make sense though. Essay. I'm really stuck on this one. Decay. I'm thinking one of my categories, or possibly multiple, have to be wrong if these aren't lining up. That, or I'm just not seeing a clear connection. It's feeling like we're not likely to get this one, I'm going to be honest. Not quite ready to bow out, but I'm close. Root, crown, enamel, pulp. Feel good about that. Parts of the tooth. I would, if I had to guess, I'd call this blue. Skim, stroke, kiss, brush. I'm feeling good about. Maybe yellow. What if I move these out? Pretty confident it's not root at this point. What else could be here? We had this set, but pulp was in it, and that doesn't really work. Honestly, those tooth ones would be a really good red herring. If root, crown, enamel, and pulp didn't go together, I would be real shocked. Brush, paste, and decay are still on the board, though. So maybe it is tooth blank, and then we've got brush, paste, decay, tooth Artie, tooth Any, tooth stick, tooth plaster, tooth fix. Not seeing any of those working out there. And brush is part of one already. This is very hard. Copy and paste. See, I mean, like, if these were going yellow, yellow, green, blue, it's not impossible here. What do we get if we just Google Arty? Artsy, yeah. I've thought about that at one point because it feels like a misspelling of this. Showily or pretentiously artistic. I can't think of anything that would go with this. They don't seem like I'm not seeing alternate meanings for these, which is really getting me. Any is weird. It's gotta be, if it's gonna be something with this, it'd need to be some play on words. Anybody, essay body, artsy body, decaying body, things a body can be. That's like harebrained and can't be it, surely. That'd be a really dumb clue, but it's not that bad. Is artsy like a... that just doesn't sound right. That's probably not something we should Google. I mean, like... I don't know. Arty... I can hear people saying, like, I'm an artsy person. That's such a stretch. But an essay can have a body. Decay goes with a body. Any goes with body. Any's the one that made me think of this. I don't know. I think I'm going to guess something like this and get it wrong. And we'll call it there. We're at 23 minutes. And I don't want to go too much longer than that. I think I'm willing to admit defeat. We'll see what got me here. Am I confident this is yellow? I'm really not. The yellow and green, no clue which one's which. Again, they're probably just not even correct. But if it was going to be in order, this would definitely be our purple. And that would be our blue. Stick, plaster, paste, fix. To put in place. Skim, stroke, kiss, brush. Okay, let's go this order. We'll say that's yellow, though I'm not confident about that. Here we go. Stick, plaster, paste, and fix. It's very unsatisfying to do this when you don't think you're about to get it right. Okay, that's our yellow. Adhere, yeah, to affix in place. I think that works. To adhere to something. Skim, stroke, kiss, brush. Skim, stroke, kiss, brush. No, okay. Well, root, crown, enamel, pulp. Is this our blue? Man, okay, so the one thing I feel like I'm screwing up is the purple category. I just don't see the category. Now, that is what makes it hard mode. You can't just luck into the last four. I don't feel like I've earned this unless it has something to do with all of them being related to the word body. Arty. What would Arty be with? Like, I'm still trying to think through it. If I could add it last minute, I wouldn't feel like I'm cheating. But I didn't know hitting it. I thought it would be wrong. So, in a way, I have not succeeded at hard mode. Oh, well, let's see what it is. I can't think of anything else to guess there. Decay, essay, Arty, any. Any one, Arty one, decay one, essay one. I don't know, it's got to be something with a body, right? Things with a body? Words that sound like two letters. Oh! Oh my goodness, that's a hard one. What? Words that sound like two letters? N-E-R-T. Decay is D-K. Okay, I hear it. I thought it was A. It's K. S-A. Oh my goodness. Where do they come up with this crap? That's insane. Okay, alright. Man. The art one really didn't fit with the body theory, so I'm not shocked. I knew Artie was a weird one. I figured it had to be purple. I figured it had to go with something. Oh, man, that is tough. That is tough. Okay, well, yeah, you've beaten me. Well done, Connections. You got me this time. Still fun. It was a good, enjoyable thing, and I think I did myself a favor by giving in when I did, rather than trying to drag it out. I maybe could have gotten that with an hour. I'm not even confident that I would have gotten it in an hour. But I don't have an hour to spend on this. So, and you don't have an hour to spend watching it. You two people who wish to watch me falter around with Connections hard mode. One last thing, and then I'll leave you with this. Can I make that bigger? Oh, yeah. What if I make that disappear? I love that that Jet, you and Chandler commented on Sultai Land Destruction, because I think I mentioned in yesterday's that I started doing this again yesterday because I had just recorded some stuff for class, and I'd screen recorded it, and it was in a browser, and so my students were like, "Oh, Mr. Feldman, you watch Twitch? You got Twitch and YouTube? Like pinned in your thing?" And I was thinking to myself, like, what else do I have pinned in my bookmarks? Like I knew it wouldn't be anything bad because I don't do anything that bad, but like, what is in my bookmarks? What are these kids gonna be looking at when they read this video, when they watch this video? And so I was like, oh, okay. They won't know what Sultai Land Destruction means. They won't know how awful of a person I am for having this pauper deck pinned here with where are they? What was it? Shamble? No, that's not it. Oh, Denrova Horse, yeah. My bounce creatures and my evil land destruction ways. So, running a capsize, that's lawful evil, I think. But they can't judge me as well off of these really outdated, super not a net deck. Well, I guess technically it's a net deck, but super not meta decks that I've got sitting here. I've got so many that I just have thought were cool and kept there. But kids don't know, so they can't judge me. Yeah, I don't even have anything interesting here, really. Oh well. That's my last thought for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we'll do another. I liked doing yesterday's and today's. And I certainly can admire that puzzle. It's a genius purple level clue. All right, have a great night. Bye.